Hey everybody.
Hey everybody, welcome to TFT, Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with
Oberon.
and me, Banshee. Welcome to the show. How's everybody doing?
Welcome to my smirk.
Your what?
Smirk.
Your smirk?
Yeah, I have one.
Okay.
Do you?
We have a guest today. Besides, we have our other black cat. Shadow is here to say hi to Bly.
Hey Shadow.
Okay, Shadow, you're the only black cat in town. Come on. Come on back.
Hi Spotty. Hello, baby.
Oh,
Now you lay down.
now lay down here. Or go away. Shadow prefers to leave. Oh, no. My liquid is not here.
I'll get it for you.
Ah. Why, thank you, Mr. O. So, those of you who went to the ritual we did on Halloween, hope you enjoyed that. I have other plans in the future, can't do it all the time. I'm working on a project right now. I'm sure Mr. O has some other things in mind. And we can only get better as it goes. All right. Oh, thank you, Violet Lotus. Well, I've got something in store, too, that I think tarot lovers will definitely enjoy. So stay tuned. There'll be more coming on that.
All right.
All right, so let's get... Oh, do we need an oracle? I think we do. Today, since we just got through All Saints, All Souls Day, let's go ahead with the postcards from Spirit today by Colette Baron Reed. Show the half box there. Postcards from Spirit. Hi, Sonny. You're just in time to mess up my shuffle.
So there's actually three, but he's the one you see the most. Occasionally you see Shadow, that black shaggy thing.
Oh.
But tomorrow on my emotional exchanges, the spotlight will be on Sassy, because she sat around while I was filming it, and it's not a great deal, but you can see how much she loves me.
Hi, Buddy Blue. Yes, you're just in time. Sunny has arrived. Shadow was up here earlier. No, Sassy. She's just
Shadow
sassy.
is shaggy, which I mentioned, but Sassy is like him, only brown. Thank you. They moved that.
Who's brown?
Well, grayish. I don't know what
gray.
you call her. Drab.
Drab?
Except in her personality.
You're not nice to Sassy. You have to be nice, Mr. O.
Sure, everybody's always nice. Everybody.
All right, hey.
3.
This one is called Hidden...
They're all siblings.
This one is called Hidden Treasure. Dearest, and it's a postcard from Spirit. Dearest you, since you're on Earth, you understand how buildings are built. Yes? A good solid foundation, and yet flexibility too, in case of earthquakes. Truth be told, you can't offer something sustainable unless it is built from a solid base, whether it is an idea that takes form from one step at a time or an actual house that needs a sturdy foundation dug, poured, and built. We want to remind you of this because you might need a little encouragement to see this through to see this is true in your life at this time. Celebrate the fact that right now you can repair the cracks in the foundation of your life effortlessly, as well as do general site checks to ensure your hard work is being well supported. Do this and know you are building your life on a perfect and sound foundation that will allow you to welcome the many miracles waiting to come to visit. We're so happy for you and so intrigued by what you're building. So whatever ideas, whatever things you have in mind, whatever you want to do with your life, make sure your foundation is solid, secure, do the proper planning, make sure everything is right, because like the tower in the tarot, you don't want it tumbling down.
No, 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 no.
All right, that's what we have for everybody today. And let's move on to our tarot readings for the collective. For everybody.
Okay, so our first one is S.A.
S.A., welcome.
Welcome to our show. And I know you're patiently waiting. I'm looking for that question because I saw it.
Was there a question?
What is M's feelings towards me?
Okay, all right.
My deck or yours?
You want me to go first? Okay.
Sure, why not?
I do have some different tarot decks I'm using today, but I think for this one I'll use the Ghost and Spirits Tarot I've used the last couple weeks.
Thank you, S.A.
Still have candy corn left over. But Candy Palooza is almost over.
Thank the gods.
Yes. If it's not jelly beans, Mr. O is not in. All right. Well, we have the Magician. I see what he's doing there. We have the Devil reversed. And we have the Two of Cups reversed.
Okay, well, you don't mention if this is possibly about romance, but I have a feeling that it is, mostly because of that Two of Cups there at the end that's reversed. But interestingly, sometimes to me, the Magician and then the Devil, especially reversed, they're kind of like dark twins of a sort in a way. The idea of good willpower, but maybe not used productively. So in context to the question, M's feelings, maybe they have a willful feeling here going on. There's also something too about maybe wanting to free themselves up from obsession feelings. I'm almost wondering if, like, maybe on one level they feel like maybe they're have obsessive feelings about you. They have feelings that they can't quite relate to, but on another level, with that Two of Cups reversed there, they sort of feel not exactly drawn to you. So they're drawn to you maybe in a different way. I don't know if that's making sense. Do you want to jump in here?
Well, the Devil is reversed here, so I think of freedom when I think of the Devil. So I'm wondering here if this relationship is, if this is brand new and you're just wondering how they feel about you, or if you've had a prior relationship and there has been problems, because that Two of Cups does look like a separation of some sort, or some disagreements. the devil reversed to me represents liberation and freedom. And so freedom from bonds, freedom from strictures. To me, I wonder here.
Well,
What?
M feels like you're a very free person that can't be contained by them or somebody or restricted in some ways.
Okay. So I was kind of thinking that, oh gosh, did I lose my thought on that?
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. That's me. I'm kind of feeling like M feels pretty confident about themselves. This magician here is somebody who feels they have the ability or power to do what they want to do. Do they feel that way in this relationship here? Do they feel that, they're able to do that? Do they also feel like, they're free to do whatever it is they want? And that could be disruptive here towards, a partnership if that's the case.
Well, I feel like this is supposed to be about how M feels about them, so I'm
Right.
wondering.
Right.
Okay, because you said that's how they feel about themselves.
Well, they feel confident in
I see.
this relationship that maybe they can do what they want, and I worry about that devil reversed here because I can't help but wonder if maybe they're not ready to settle down yet with anybody and they want to be kind of a free spirit.
Something like that, yeah.
The Two of Cups just is not a good sign. So if you guys have not been getting along, number one, if you are in a relationship, then I sense that's leading to a possible, breakup situation if it hasn't happened already. And if you are together, or you're starting out, I worry about this long term. He may really be, whoever this is, M may really be interested in you. But I feel that they want to be free.
Yeah, it seems to me like maybe they want it to be less of a one-on-one, like maybe they want less restrictions. So that could involve an open relationship. They may want to casually date other people and suggest that you could do the same or not. But it sort of feels like maybe they don't want to be committed to a relationship, or at least with you or in this situation.
Okay, so you didn't get together, I take it from what I'm reading there. Well, I feel like nothing much is going to happen partnership-wise or an interest there because they really want to be a free spirit right now. They just feel like
They want freedom.
they
don't want to be in a
it's
relationship.
freedom, but I'm trying to tie this magician into it because the magician is about will. The magician is about really strength of character here. I think they really feel a little bit full of themselves and that they want to just play the field right now.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Let's throw the Lenormand.
Yeah.
Right, Violet.
Yeah,
something like
that's
that.
kind of what I'm getting because of that devil. I just sense that.
It may be less about romance and just more about opportunity of some sort. Like they don't maybe want to be committed romantically, but they wouldn't mind having hookups or some sort of casual dating of some sense.
I don't know if they have, romantic feelings for you right now. I think they really are interested in just being out there. Let's see. We've got the lilies, right? Is that number 30? Yeah.
Yes. Los lirios.
And the birds. To me, are you guys connecting like through social media or something? Because I see the birds here, and the birds is also often about, connections or talking, chatter. But in this day and age, it can also refer to the internet and social media. I really feel here this person is just playing around with it. They really need to mature more. if that's the case. If you're working with them or you're actually seeing them on a personal level, I also feel that like maybe they're just playing some sort of long game, and they're
Right. These last two cards show me that maybe if they are going to become more serious about a relationship rather than just some casual thing, it may take time to develop. That's the lilies. That maybe there is some way that this might alter to that, but it would probably take time. They may be more interested in a casual relationship or friendship even.
So you are saying maybe more communication is necessary for perhaps M to gain more interest.
I could say that.
Okay. I could almost see that too. There is that way of reading those cards. I'm just concerned about this. They're very freewheeling right now. It just seems as though they may have more than one love interest out there. Or the other thing that I could see, SA, is that maybe they've just come out of a broken relationship. Is that possible? They just freed themselves out of a situation.
Yeah, so they're not ready to really move on and evolve those feelings. And before you run off, I just want to say hi, Anthony. I understand you can't stay, but that's sweet of you to say hi. So I hope you have fun this evening.
Hey, Anthony. Good to see you. Yeah, I don't see the romantic feelings now, but
I think you're picking up some of it too, Vi. Yep.
I would agree with what Mr. O says here. So
right, and in sort of a response to what Violet suggested, could be that maybe they have to mature themselves too. You know, you talked about maturity before the lilies popped up, so it's kind of an idea there with that. You know, that maybe they're just not serious enough, but they could end up being, SA.
Well, don't rule it out completely if that's what you're really curious about. However, I think this person's either got to, decide that they don't want to be a free spirit, and that they really want to settle down. They really want to, date one person, because I feel like they're not tied down. They don't want to tie down right now.
Right, and you mentioned that you're both Geminis, so that might put a spin on it too, because sometimes Geminis are hard to read for all of us, let alone to possibly each other. So because you can have more than one opinion and you can articulate them to some degree pretty well. So.
Well, Geminis are good at one thing, and that's communication.
That is true. So,
so it's interesting.
Pin them down.
It is interesting that you have the bird cards here. Maybe through continuing the dialogue and communicating with one another, you'll find that, you have more in common and some interests will occur. But right now, the cards aren't seeing it.
Right. It looks to me like it'll take time, and that maybe some amount of ice has to be broken in.
Yeah. Hey, good luck with that.
Good luck.
And feel free to check again. We'll see if the cards get a little bit more clarity on it.
And so you work together too. So yeah, that would put a little bit of hard to escape.
Sorry to hear that, Libra. I'm glad you're getting treated for it, though. That's interesting. Well, now you know what caused it, too.
Mr. O needed some liquid.
Ah. Ah.
No kidding. Wow.
Well, I say maybe you could, step out on breaks or for lunch. All right. What are we up to? Oh, Angel Mary, right?
I think so.
Yes.
Okay, so thanks, SA, and hope to see you again.
Angel Mary, are you here?
Yeah, it may take a while to clear out, Libra. I hope that works, though, soon. Blah. Did Angel Mary write us a question, maybe?
coffee. You can't even taste coffee? No. I don't think they left a question, did they?
It doesn't look like it. Yeah, I didn't see one either.
Okay. Angel Mary, are you with us? I think we didn't read for you last time either.
Don't make us do the countdown.
Come on, Angel Mary. Last call.
We're rooting for you. Well, meanwhile, maybe I will show a picture of Sunny.
Who's cleaning up right now, or was.
And the countdown has begun. It's the final countdown. Boom.
Okay.
Well, we may be able to work them back in if they show up later.
All right. So that means we are on...
Swathi.
Swathi.
Hey, Swathi. Stay away for a while so I can fix the camera stuff you messed up.
Did you see how he was stretching his legs against it?
Yeah. He'll be back.
Okay, Swathi, type that question. Oops. I don't know what I did with the rubber band. It's probably on my arm somewhere.
So yes, as I mentioned, the Emotional Exchanges is on tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock. And Sassy, the third of our kitties, makes an appearance.
A rare appearance.
A rare appearance. So if you've ever wanted to see Sassy the cat, you may visit our OOEE, the Oberon's Outlook on the Emotional Exchanges. All right, and Swathi writes, my job search. Guidance on the same. Will I get it within this week? Okay.
Like a job search. Will you find a job? Okay, let's see what we've got. What are the prospects? Oh boy, you know, these cats are almost 9.
Yeah, they'll be 9 in next
Yeah.
March, so they're over 8.5, I think. Yeah.
They're getting old.
Yeah, they are.
But they're still adorable and very kitten-like in a lot of ways.
They're affectionate. I just try to visualize Violet.
Oh.
Protection is my thing. I hope it works.
Did look really bad from what I saw. Sheesh.
Okay, we have the
Leather.
the 8 of coins, and it's reversed. And then we have the upright 7 of cups. And then we have
He's back.
the reversed ace of coins. And in this deck, coins look to be from the culture of India. I believe that's Shiva there, I think. I'm not sure, but anyway. Don't want to embarrass myself.
So the 8 of coins reversed. And what's in the middle? I'm sorry, 7 of cups?
7 of
Seven
cups.
of cups.
Upright.
Ace
Hi,
of
Divines.
Well, Swathi. It's going to be kind of a slow crawl right now. You know, you might have, the week is within a week, so we got to count part of next week too. It's going to be kind of a slow slog. It looks like, you're going to have to look a little bit harder, work a little bit harder to find something, because it's not happening. There's nothing that you see either worth applying for, or whatever the case may be. If you already have resumes out and you're looking for an interview, I think there's delays. There's just delays. The Seven of Cups here also is really saying to you, what is it you really want? You really have to get down to brass tacks and go for something you really want, because there's lots of things out there that can fill time and space, but if you're not all invested into it, it may not work out for you.
Well, that's what I'm thinking, is that you're not really seeing the kind of things you want, that it remains a dream of a sort. That's the Seven of Cups in a way. And it could be that there are things that just are not causing the kind of jobs you would like and that you would be able to compete for to be out there. Maybe there's no movement in those areas. And, of course, from my perspective, I think of Lord Shiva as God of sweeping change. And this Ace of Coins with his visage is reversed. So it's saying maybe the idea of change or this blooming just isn't in the cards at the moment.
At least not for the week.
For this week. So I'm glad you asked that question in a timing way, because, of course, then I don't have to say, oh, this looks like it's going to be a couple months.
No.
I'm going to say, no, it looks like for this week. Maybe there's something more you can do. I don't know what that is, but maybe the Eight of Coins reverse suggests that there is something, that's not hitting it. And so you have to figure out what can do that. But I think part of it is just, it's a dream for what you want until those conditions really do arrive.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to pull the Lenormand, Swathi.
Sit still for once.
Yeah, and I could see that there too, that none of these are appreciable to you.
Yeah, they just don't seem to be.
Huh. Well, in the Lenormand we have the key, but then we also have the coffin.
You are still working now, right? You still are at that job. You didn't just leave it, right?
I think so.
Well, it says the key here, and remember, whenever you get the key, it's kind of an important detail. The key here is putting something to, making something come to an end.
Right, they're still working at that job.
Okay, thanks. But I mean, what do you think here? Because that's what looks like the key. So what needs to come to an end here, I have to ask? Is this idea of just going for something that will not be satisfying and you'll want to leave in 3 months? Maybe that's what you need to do, is stop thinking that way and work towards something that really will fulfill you. Maybe this is also saying that this period, it's some good news here, Swathi. It could be saying that this period of a lack of finding what you want will be coming to an end.
I like that. I think I could go with that too. I mean, I feel that is the possibility here, that the key, it's what you said too, the key is really sort of really ending the idea that you'll just take something to get you there, that needs to end. That attitude, you just need to really only want what you want. I mean, yeah, the circumstances may dictate some things, but you have to have that as the key thought there.
I guess the point is, you may be in a difficult situation now, but if you're going to go into something that's equally as unfulfilling, you have to decide what's the point. Maybe the idea is to hold on to this job until you find one that's more to your liking. Make sure it's something you really like. Don't just settle because you want to get out of, you want to end a bad situation. Maybe that's what the key is talking about here. You're so bent on leaving, a negative situation that you're at, that you're ready to accept something that you won't be happy and satisfied with.
So the key is figuring out how to change that attitude or how to cope with the situation.
Yeah, and I think it will come. I think this whole thing, this whole lethargy will come to an end. You will pull it together and get something. But the bottom line is, don't settle for less. Don't settle for less than what you deserve. And I don't just mean money-wise. I mean as far as a comfortable, good place to work would be. And that's what we have for you. Good luck with
Swathi. And good luck, Violet.
You're welcome, Oh, you're welcome, Swathi. Yeah, I see what you're saying there. And sometimes we have to tough it out to get to something better. Because you know what? The real victory for me has always been, because I have been in a couple of places that were really toxic, is that I made sure that I always did better when I left, because I deserve better. And you should feel that way too.
Okay, V is next, and you are so welcome. You are very welcome. And asked for a general about what to expect for the rest of the year.
Okay. Something's not right. I know. Hold on to my ghost.
Saturday brings the return of happy hour. I know we were here last week, but it's so good to be around for 2 weeks in a row. So, hey, we'll be happy to see you guys for happy hour. Hope everybody can make it. It's our 1-card pull per person with a guaranteed positive message from Spirit or wherever you want to take that from. Yay!
I'm using a deck I haven't used much yet called the
Renaissance?
The Renaissance Tarot, which is about the Renaissance period in American history. So the art kind of reflects that, the literary and maybe political figures of the day. But it's a standard tarot deck with a couple exceptions that we'll see as we go along.
One more hour guaranteed to bring a little sunny into our lives.
And another deck I'm going to be using, the Relative Tarot. I just picked these decks because they're reflective of our past. And this is a time of year, of course, when we think of our ancestors and our lineage and heritage. We think of those who have gone before us. So I just wanted to bring a little bit of that flavor with a couple of my decks. First card is the Empress.
Sunbathing.
The second card is the King of Coins.
Oh, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like Cornel West.
No, but it's why can't I think of his name? My history.
I know who you mean. I can't think of him either.
I can't think of the name right now.
Oh, that's so terrible.
Oh, it's terrible. Maybe I shouldn't have used this deck. People are going to throw history questions at me. Oh, no. And then we have the Seven of Swords reversed. So this is interesting. This is a general reading, right?
Yes, for the rest of the year. And I hear what you're saying there, Swathi, so I'm glad that we live far apart because I don't want you stealing my hats.
Oh, no. Take a few. I'll pack them up for you, Swathi. Anyway.
Everyone wants Sunny.
All right, V. The Empress. Well, my goodness. The Empress is a very creative, productive card. It's getting things done. It's also taking care of you, Maybe this rest of the year is going to be about you and your needs. I also see that with the Seven of Swords here. Well, Seven of Swords, upright or reversed, there's varying degrees. I like it better when it's reversed, and I kind of look at it as, things coming to the surface that will benefit you ultimately, things you needed to know or hear. So, and here is the King of Coins, right? The King of Coins is about, managing money. Maybe this is taking care of your personal finances or job or career concerns. And something that you find out, I think something will come to light that will be very important for you, and I think positive.
I think that the move towards the end of the year and perhaps a little bit beyond is mostly good. There's an emphasis really on things that are materially pleasing and satisfying to you and growthful too. So this could mean that things about your career or about your financial or material situation are going to grow, whether it's because of your own work, which probably looks more likely, but it could also be a measure too of releasing some of your mental abilities to work on situations that maybe you haven't had a chance to, or that aren't normally falling your way, that maybe there's a cleverness that you can express that will indicate, how you can increase your security financially and otherwise.
And V, I don't know, when I'm looking at these two cards too, I'm also wondering possibly about your home environment.
Yeah.
Whether you're going to take on some projects in the home or apartment, wherever you live, or maybe thinking of making a move or upgrading in some way. It just seems like there might be some emphasis on the home environment as well. Your natural surroundings.
When I think of that and what Banshee's talking about, and when I see the Seven of Swords, I'm actually wondering if maybe something comes into your hands that you hadn't expected, maybe a surprise, like maybe you gain some property or you gain responsibility over some property or situation, a garden or something like that. And it's an opportunity to grow, of course, because maybe it's about using your green thumb to grow things, or maybe it's about some way to prepare this for future investments by owning property.
There's definitely something with money, investments, or property, I feel, and personal care. Maybe you just want to make a move or a change of some sort to make yourself feel better. But to me, it seems like the emphasis is on you and your surroundings or your work or career financial matters. And it's all positive. I mean, I really feel here, I'm going on, I know, with this King of Pentacles that, you really have a take charge attitude about this too.
Yeah. We'll just have to figure out how to take Sunny with us when we go on the road.
Oh gosh, no. They don't
travel well.
Well, they don't do leashes. They don't do strollers. And they definitely don't like cat carriers.
One or two of them have been known to attack the people that were trying to take care of them.
Veterinarians and groomers. All right, let's see, V.
Hi, Estelle.
Okay, Estelle, we'll be getting to you. All right, there's a man, the gentleman, the caballero.
Caballero. Or caballero.
And la carta, which is the letter. So I wonder if there is going to be news from somebody. It could be a man. It doesn't necessarily have to be. But news that pertains to all of this, So whether it's a boss and it's something to do with a bonus or a raise in pay or some changes or shifts on the job, or whether this has to do with getting a loan, to secure a loan to buy a house or property, or to make changes in the home, or whatever the case may be, it seems like somebody else might be involved, and they'll either be a letter or a legal document of some sort. Now, letters are almost always exclusively about something in writing.
Now, I sort of like that Caballero aligned with the King of Coins there, and I wonder if, like, maybe it represents an aspect of him, like maybe this ends up being somebody who's a friend who gives you this opportunity that I mentioned through a letter or a communication, the idea that maybe something either property-wise or responsibility for property comes to your way, and maybe it's because this person's a friend who thinks of you. So I'm wondering about that. All right, V.
That's what the cards are saying. I don't know if that resonates with you or not, but that looks like your focus for the end of the year, V.
It looks good, V.
Good luck with that. It's positive, especially maybe if it's just about doing some self-care.
And Manuel has joined us. Manuel Phoebe May. Hi. Just wanted to say hi.
Welcome. Asal is up.
All right, so Asal, do you have a question or are you looking for a general? Love reading for 2023. Will you meet your true love next year?
Right.
All right. So I'm going to use my Nefertiti deck.
Now I'm curious. Don't mind me. Oh, except when you do that. The Renaissance Tarot comes in this big box. And it's got a huge book because it goes into the historical significance of all the characters, depicted on the cards. I just wanted to see what that King of Pentacles was.
So what did it say?
I'm going to kick myself for not knowing. Okay.
My good Sunny boy. Okay, so okay, so the first card is the Devil
The
reversed.
Devil again reversed. Wow.
And then that's followed by the Empress, which is upright.
Empress upright.
And then we have the Four of Swords, which is upright.
Oh my God, I'm really going to kick myself. It was Frederick Douglass.
Okay, I know. I should have known that.
I should have known that.
So, Asel, it looks to me like there is movement in the love realm for you. Maybe be cautious a little bit, but it does seem like maybe someone perhaps wants to appreciate you, or that maybe part of this is also you understanding how you can best appreciate and cultivate your own love awareness, love being there too. So maybe it's by getting away from some of your attitudes or things, but there's also this idea of a rest there, and it may be saying that this process of altering yourself to be more drawn to engendering your emotional quotient outward will involve more work on yourself from a healing perspective. That some of this is really about being the best you can be too, because that's how you're going to win over possible love interest.
This is such a crazy reading.
It's a crazy reading
for this type of question. However, the Empress card can be very fertile ground for, family and romance kind of thinking. So I don't know. This is the weirdest thing, though. You have the Devil here, which is about freedom and independence when the Devil is reversed. You have the Empress here, which is almost like literally maternal mothering instinct, somebody who may be, thinking of starting a family or a family. And then you have the Four of Swords, which is again about kind of pulling back and recuperating yourself, or just pulling your back from everyday things. So I'm mystified. I'm almost thinking here that there is potential, but you really have to, I think you're going to have to try to get up and make it happen. You have to, you are free right now to do what you need to do to set this in motion. The Devil reversed is saying, use your independence, be independent oriented. Don't feel you have to wait for somebody to approach you. You're just going to have to do that. Because otherwise, it seems as though you'll be pulling back again and left alone.
The funny thing about this could also be saying too that maybe that Four of Swords is saying that there's a measure of playing hard to get. That's what we call it here, hard to get, or playing not being easily accessible. Like, don't make it look like you really are desperate. You be still in respect for yourself, and don't be willing to just run out into the streets and say, here I am, someone's got to love me. Be playing hard to get, being dignified in your own way. I'm going to do the Lenormand to see if we can clear up some of this.
I can't imagine what you're going to pull. Oh my goodness.
So we had the Child and the Woman.
Wow. And what were we talking about with the Empress here?
Maternal feelings.
It's really weird, Asal. I mean, on one hand, I'd like to say, sure, by the end of 2023, you'll be married and already having children. But I'm not sure that's what this means here. I'm wondering if, again, this is saying, just take it easy on yourself. Go slowly, as slow as you need to test the waters, Just because you have freedom to be able to say, yes to anybody that comes along doesn't mean you should. And it's like he said here, don't compromise your principles, There is fertile ground, I think, for something to happen in 2023, but it's going to be slow going.
Asel, do you know anybody in your family, amongst your friends or associates, your neighborhood, of anyone who is expecting a child, a woman who may be expecting a child that that's either a friend or family member? Because I'm getting the vibe that maybe you'll be drawn to be more of a companion or friend to this person if you haven't been already, and that maybe through the idea of being around somebody who is demonstrating maternal affection and care, this emphasis will also inform your heart and open you up to more prospects for love. Just the thought I'm having with that.
I don't know.
You didn't get that thought.
I didn't get that thought. I'm not inside Mr. O's brain. But no, I mean, that's valid here because seriously, when I see the Empress, and then I've got the Child and the Woman, it's either somebody who is already a mother, okay, or it could be, and that's like you said, maybe it's somebody that Asel knows. But I feel here too that if that's the case, maybe what's going to happen here is you're going to help them, in times they need. I don't know if it means watching the child or, just helping them with certain things because they are a mom who needs help. I just
think it's a good experience for you, and that maybe it offers an alternative, for you to put your loving energies into, at least for this next year.
Personally, we have to remember that the child can mean, not just babies or children. They can mean baby steps. That it's going to take time
Moving
to
slowly.
achieve your goal. You're just going to have to wait for a relationship to grow and develop, or for the time to be right for it to happen.
Yeah, I wonder that too, Violet. Like, if it's not now, it could be in this year. All right, Estelle, so that's what we have. I hope that can give you some resonance or something to think about.
Well, that was an interesting one.
Yeah, it was. It was a little bit hard for us.
Maybe. But, I wouldn't rule out something in 2023, but
No.
I would still say the cards are really kind of not ambiguous,
Cagey.
vague, cagey
Vague and cagey.
about it.
Vague cage.
Gee,
They rhyme.
GSL, I wish I had better
You're
news. Good
welcome.
luck with that. It's not totally bad,
No.
but I don't know where it's leading right now.
Yeah. And
Hey,
I guess
Aaliyah.
Aaliyah is up.
Let's see if we can
Come
have
on,
a
you can
clear
stump us
reading for
even
you.
more.
Today the cards are being a little cagey.
You like that
Right.
word.
I do. I like vague. That works for me in this case. Well, let's check a yes, no on that, I think. Is that my deck
it's
again?
your deck, uh-huh.
I'll use Nightmare Before Christmas.
So I mentioned my show tomorrow and happy hour on Saturday, but did I mention Banshee's show, The Material Matters, on Sundays, where we do the premiere video. The video is recorded, but we'll be there live in the chat room to give further meaning to the reading or to share camaraderie and coffee or
Right.
your beverage of choice. That's Sunday at 10 a.m.
Here you go. Somebody is sleepy here. Mr. Sunny.
Out like a light.
He is.
We will talk about beer. Because you brought
Beer?
it, right? 10 a.m. in the morning.
Ugh.
Oh,
Kara.
well, I know Germans do that, right? They'll drink beer in the morning.
Probably not the only ones.
Probably not the only ones. It's okay, Kara. We know.
The Page of Swords.
It's got all those ingredients that you need to get going in the morning, right? Page of Swords. I'm needling you with the Page of Needles.
The Queen of Presents or Pentacles. Reversed.
Queen of Pentacles reversed.
And here's that Seven of Cups again. The Seven of Potions upright.
Right.
Were we supposed to do a yes, no?
Maybe.
We were supposed to do a yes, no. Well, we're going to read these and then maybe do a yes, no, because I'm not sure this is going to answer it. So what do we have here again? We have the Page of Needles. Something tells me they're in talks about it, or I don't know. You would think they would have had it in production already, right? Is this a game or is this a show? I'm not sure what we're talking about here, but if it's a show...
I think it's a show.
Or a series of books. Well, at any rate, it seems like there is some discussion or talk going on. Somebody is being stubborn about it, I feel, and unwilling to change their attitude about something. This Queen of Pentacles.
Mm-hmm.
The Seven of Cups indicates that maybe they just haven't settled on a time yet.
I think there's creative differences. That's
I like
the Seven
that
of Cups.
too. I like that
Creative
too.
differences with somebody really who maybe has more of the, what do they call that? The showrunner. They're the person, the action person, being that stubborn person that Banshee's talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And with that Page of Swords, then it's going to really take more time, because I think they're going to have to just be patient and try to keep working on the stubborn element.
Yeah, or if it is a person and it is a disagreement among those who do the show, because you said it's been 2 years, geez. So maybe that's the problem. More talk is needed, and they need to reach agreement on some probably creative sticking
It's
point.
not just that, too. It's about the money. I think when I look at the Queen of Pentacles reversed, too, I think somebody wants more creative control and or money, or maybe somebody's saying, well, we'll give you more control because we can't give you the money, so we can put your name, somewhere else on the product, This is what TV things do. They just try to avoid paying you more money. So it may be a stalemate that may not work out. Let's look at the Lenormand.
Well, I want to look at the Lenormand because I almost think this answers the question in a way, Aaliyah. I think it's leaning towards either no or very uncertain. Very uncertain. Let's see.
Wow. And, it just seems like some of these things, they don't work out the way you want. And then somehow, maybe later it works out. But then that magic is gone. That momentum or energy
I don't know
isn't quite there anymore.
That's why I think something must be going down. Because why would you want to disrupt your audience like that?
It's all about the money.
Yeah, I think you're
I'm
right.
pretty cynical.
You are so right. Look at this. El Zorro or Zorro?
El Zorro itches the fox.
El Oso?
The bear.
The
Not
bear.
the beer, but the bear.
Which is interesting to me, Aaliyah, because again, to me, okay, the fox is about workplaces, so let's say the production end of things, and the bear is, again, about a very powerful person.
Asserting themselves.
I have a feeling the bear, because it's also connected with feminine energy, is falling right in line here with this stubborn Queen of Pentacles. So somebody, it doesn't have to be a woman, but somebody with some clout is really holding this up.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. So we don't have a definitive answer. It just sort of looks like it's really locked down right now.
I would hope it would come out in 2023. If it does, it's going to be probably later in the year. It's not going to be soon. Unless they really get down to it and somebody is willing to compromise or allow it to move forward.
All right.
Yeah, we're going to leave it at that. I think that's an answer.
So we have Lena's question.
All right.
General finances, do you see the alimony coming?
Okay, for December. All right.
And I'll use my Santa Muerte tarot. Yeah, you can write your question now and either come back and see if we did it and rewind to it, or maybe we haven't gotten to it yet.
Well, we're doing pretty good.
Yeah,
it's
we
a little
are.
Quieter tonight.
Yeah, it is a little. You're welcome, Aaliyah. Hope that works out.
Unless I missed somebody and I don't know it, I'll check my list again. Oh.
So our first one is justice, which is upright. Justice. But the next one is the devil.
Unbelievable. This guy is coming up constantly today.
And then finally, the reversed Page of Wands, which I think we've had one or two of the pages. I'm not sure if it was this one.
Well, yeah, the Page of Swords for sure. Holy moly. Well, I'm not sure what to say here, Lena. The Justice card almost acts like something will be happening in the legal end of things, but The Devil's here, and the Page of Wands is here. It may not be good news. It may not be good news that comes out of a legal proceeding. Maybe it's possible that a legal proceeding which is necessary, or some legal matters that need to be tied up, which is necessary, is being delayed. And you really feel kind of trapped or held back by this situation. Seems like a holdup to me.
You know, in the past, I thought you mentioned that you thought that the alimony was starting to progress, but I'm wondering if the other person has found a way to stalemate or possibly delay more. I feel a real strong presence of oppression because of that devil there. And I do feel like maybe they have found either a different judge who's working on the case, or however that happens there, and has another avenue to make delays or possibly change the amounts of the alimony or anything about it.
There's something fishy here, but also, justice is generally positive. This may also indicate, unfortunately, that you may have to take more legal action to break this logjam.
Yes, I'm wondering if it's that. So I don't think that the overall financial picture...
Let's talk about finances in general.
Okay. Is probably as impacted as the legal thing going on here. It does feel like maybe in general finances are going to be kind of iffy a little bit. Some of this may be a feeling that once again you're trapped. You can't really spend what you need to make your life better. There's certain limitations on what you can do growth-wise.
Right, you may feel a little bit tied down in your financial situation, in your financial situations right now. And, justice in this case where your finances are concerned is just saying, look, you got to make sure you can balance the books. You may have to be a little bit more frugal because things are really going slowly in your financial area.
I know you probably told us before. I forgot that, Lena. It's not really based on a legal system. So it is really capricious in a sense here.
Well, Lena, what I can say is that, you have to pursue, you will have to pursue it further if you are expecting this to happen. He is not, he's really holding it up, and he's very slow to respond. I don't see it definitely happening by December. I do not, according to what I'm seeing here. So I would not, and we could be wrong, right? It's just a snapshot in time. Maybe something will change his mind. But the bottom line to me is that don't count on it. Just don't count on it, And if there's anything you can do to try to plead the case somehow, even if it's not legal, if there's somebody you can't appeal to try to make it happen, then, I feel for you. It just seems like it's stuck. You gonna do that?
Bye, sweetie, Swati. Go get some sleep.
Take care, Swati.
So yeah, that's a bummer, Lena, as we say. That doesn't sound very positive here, or at least in the time frame. So I'm going to pull the Lenormand. Be safe too. Anthony, did you stick around? I know you didn't, but there's the anchor. And the lily.
Oh boy. I really feel that it is really stuck, I can see how much you need it to feel more of a sense of security and to be able to move forward with things in your life, to be able to grow and move on. But it just seems like it's stuck.
It's very stuck, and I wonder too
or unmoving.
I wonder too if part of this is that maybe it's his attitude that really won't evolve here, that he just can't seem to change his attitude, and he wants to hold on to his overriding feeling that he wants to make this harder for you or harder for you to receive the money.
Oh boy.
So I don't know that it will change a lot by December. It may change afterwards, but it seems like what Banshee says, you're going to have to try to find more ways to affect that on them, or find other people that maybe can influence them to do the right thing.
You know, I always say that people ultimately will get what they deserve, and you know, and in this case, he'll probably get what he deserves. You know, you can't have, it's just very bad karma, you know, it is. And when I see that devil card there like that and the Page of Wands, I can just see how this is really holding you back.
Yeah.
And I don't see anything right now that's changing that.
And right, so that in that instance, even the anchor is what is also a condition in your life too, holding you back, holding you down.
Sorry, Lena.
Sorry, Lena. Let's hope we can ask the question again, and maybe there'll be a better answer.
Yeah, maybe we can look towards the new year, January.
That's mine.
I know. So we're on.
Yeah, I hope he does. I hope he changes his mind further. So it's Isabie.
Isabie.
All right.
Hey, Isabie.
Our fellow friend from Michigan. You are welcome.
Just enjoying the lovely weather here.
Yeah, I don't know about your territory, but
I'm sorry, Violet, you're going through storms. They say we might get rain Wednesday, but now we just had a forecast that said we are under moderate drought in our area, and we're actually over 4 inches behind where we should be by now this year.
Yeah, we're drier.
So we're very dry, and I kind of knew it. It just didn't seem right. We aren't getting much rain.
Didn't the long range suggest that we would get more moisture in the winter?
It did, but they showed the map for November, and it's going to be below
dry.
normal precipitation.
Right, we're talking about more maybe
Hopefully,
in the early next year.
but I don't know where it's coming from. You're welcome, Lena. Hey, Isabie, are you with us? I bet you are. You could use some rain. I'm getting nervous about this rain. I guess, I don't even know what they said we're expecting on Saturday, some rain. It's supposed to come earlier than they thought, but I don't think it's enough to make a difference again. It's not going to make much difference.
Does your building have a basement?
A shelter area?
Well, I was actually thinking of it for a different reason, but yes, for that too. I was just sort of trying to visualize your property there. All right.
Okay, last call for Isabie.
Thanks.
Go ahead and count down, Violet. Your bathroom's your only option, okay. Hey, Kara.
Hey, Kara.
You are up.
Your deck or mine? It's your deck.
Yes, I'll use the Relative Tarot. Oh, wait a minute, I got the Ghost Tarot. Have I used that yet?
Yes.
I did. I'll use the Relative.
S.A.'s reading, the first one.
Yep. Okay. This is an interesting deck of just old-timey pictures. So remind us of our ancestors. Will you be enjoying the holidays with someone special? Any clues Spirit has? Okay.
Well, it doesn't get much more special than us, you know, so we'll have to beef up on the holiday programming.
Well, I don't know what we're doing for Thanksgiving, but I definitely have a Christmas or Yule tarot ritual in mind, and it will be very immersive, interactive. There'll be lines to say and things to visualize, and it'll be interesting. I've been wanting to do this for a long time.
Well, we have actually done this particular thing.
Not in this form.
I won't say it, but we have done it before.
Yes.
Not in this medium. So
we're very excited, and do be there for that. Definitely subscribe to our channel. If you follow us on Facebook and Twitter, there will be announcements. We may actually, can I give away the other part? Because I don't even know if it's going to happen, but we may try. We may have a private live Zoom ritual that'll be by invite only. And so maybe you'll be able to get in on that, and it will be a live run through. But there will also be a video. So where we'll be live in the chat again.
You can't get away from this.
Can't get away. Right.
Okay, Carol.
Okay, Carol, what's going on here? The Six of Cups is reversed. Well, let's just say, let's hope it's nobody bad from your past. The Four of Swords is reversed. That's a good thing.
Moving.
And hey, who is this King of Wands?
Oh, he's a little devil-may-care, I think.
So, let's see what we have here.
Do you like blondes or redheads?
I guess what I'm thinking here is, don't allow yourself to get melancholy. You know how the holidays are. You get depressed. You think about, some of the sad things from your past, the things you may have lost and left behind. The Four of Swords is saying, hey, get out there. Go celebrate a bit. Go to things where you might meet people, because you never know. The King of Wands might be waiting for you there.
I feel that if this King of Wands manifests towards you, I'm just getting the vibe that they're kind of a trickstery person, and that's not to say that they're going to do something bad to you, but that they just have this really jovial kind of element of tricksterness. And I don't know that this says that this is a long-term relationship, but I think it's definitely got fun potential for you. There's just something fun about this kind of person. And I think that the Six of Cups to me says that maybe they're not connected really to your past, other than the fact that maybe they may know somebody there, but I don't think they're anybody you know. They might just have a connection to somebody you have. Maybe, I think,
Well, maybe. I think it could be a fire sign. It's definitely somebody with a lot of dynamic energy. So, I don't know if you're planning on going to any ritual celebrations or any kind of festivals or some type of holiday gatherings that, there are a lot of people at, but there could be somebody who surfaces, and it could be this King of Wands. This definitely says, do not, fall into a funk, stay at home, eat the ice cream, and dwell on past memories. Get up, get out the door, find places to be and people to see, and maybe you will attract that person to you. Let's do the Lenormand. All right. Now those cards, it's a standalone tarot, but there is no interpretations for the cards or
which one is this? Relationships?
It's called the Relative Tarot.
Relatives, okay.
And it's its own system of reading with a tarot deck. And it's supposed to evoke the idea, I think, of ancestors, relatives.
Well, they look like old photographs and things.
I know.
Yeah.
That's why they did that. Yeah, exactly. I kind of like that part of it. I don't know if I'm that into the system, what they want you to do. I'm still working at it. Okay, so we have the lilies again. You know? And
The stork?
the stork.
La
So there's
Garea.
Lurios and La
Garea.
Gerza. I think, is that
Oh, is that a
E?
Z?
Garia?
I thought it was an E.
Maybe it
Garea.
is. But it's a stork. So,
Boy, you move quick, eh?
holy moly, Kara, where is this leading? You know, if you do find Mr. Right here,
Mr. Right Now.
you're bad. Mr. Right, it looks as though this could be the start of something that could, develop over time.
And I said no, but I'm going to have to take that back.
You are going to have to take that back. Because I really feel here that the lilies is kind of about growth and maturation in a way. It could also talk about innocence. So in a way, I see this as maybe having an innocent start to it. Maybe it's somebody that just is a friend or a casual acquaintance at first, but it will
I said he was a trickster.
I know you said that.
Forewarned is forearmed.
I just feel like, I don't know here, that's a real positive sign.
It really looks positive too. So whether or not it is something that has longevity or not, it's definitely something I think can happen for you in the holiday time.
Man,
So,
I
hey.
hope so, Kara.
Hope so.
Hey, keep us posted.
All right.
But don't forget, you can't sit at home eating ice cream, hot cocoa.
No ice cream for you.
All right. It's Libra, right?
Libra. Did Libra give us their question?
Yeah, I think they did. Maybe not.
Maybe not. Libra. Do we have your question? You're welcome, Kara.
Okay. I kind of like that reading, Kara.
Yeah, I do too.
That looks interesting.
I thought Libra had asked and I had said yes, maybe, or I thought I saw them ask. I'm going to try to scan through.
No, I know they talked about the taste stuff in the science.
Yeah, I remember that too, yeah.
Yeah, maybe not. All right, well, let's see if Libra has responded. Libra, are you here? We could always put Libra back in if they come back.
You know we're going to have to do that countdown.
Yeah, I didn't see a question either.
It's the final countdown.
Yeah, let's count down. We'll fit Libra in when they come back.
Yeah, because we're in the low point now. We really only have a few more, unless more
Yeah.
come in. All right. And
Alrighty.
Kara gets 0. Yes. Masterfully done, I must say.
So Buddy is up, I think.
Buddy
Yep.
is up, and Buddy did write their question too, I thought.
That's right. They did want to ask their question.
So I'm going to scan. What is Buddy's spirit guides want them to let go of?
Oh.
What do
release.
Buddy's spirit guides want them to let go of?
Your deck.
Yes. And I will use the Tarot of the Ages. All right. Thanks, Violet, for repeating that.
Thank you, Violet. Hey. I I didn't know waking you would have you push my tablet off the table. All right.
Yeah, I see it. I'm good. You get the frog if you're late. That's right. I know that.
The frog. Maybe it should be a turtle for being slow.
I see Manuel Phoebe is sticking with us. Thank you.
We'll be getting to you shortly.
And just as a way of mentioning it, my father's name was Emmanuel.
All right.
Okay, buddy. What do the spirit guides want you to let go of? Well, hopefully not that, but that does suggest that there is a choice or a difference. That was the Lovers. Then we had the Four of Cups. These are both upright, so... And then this one's upright too. Justice.
Jeez, buddy, this seems deep. I think your spirit guides really want you to give this some thought. The spirit guides... Well, I could go one of two ways here, actually. That's Justice. Which one is this again?
The Lovers.
Yeah, that's the Lovers. You know, the spirit guides are offering you... Well, the spirit guides are saying to you that, you know, you need to find some balance in your life. You know, spirit guides want you to stop the things that pull you from, you know, a balanced place. And also, they want you to really, truly look at all sides of your life right now and what you feel you need to do to better it, what you feel you need to let go to move on. The Lovers here, could it be about relationships? That you're still holding on to something from a relationship gone by that you need to let go of? That's maybe one of the elements I could see here. But the Lovers is also about more than that, am I right? It's really about making choices.
But remember, Buddy has asked in the past about their Libra friend that has not returned. And I'm wondering if this is addressing that. Maybe saying that, you know, you're thinking or dreaming or hoping that justice might happen is possibly what you have to just let go, wishing for that. You have to let it proceed in its own time, perhaps. And that if they are meant to come back at all, or if you are meant to understand that, it will happen perhaps in a way that will make sense when it does, but it just can't be something, you know, you can summarily say it's done. It's just going to take its time to some degree. The idea of justice, though, maybe, I don't know.
Well, I had a thought and it's lost again. Let me think. So I think here, I want to go with what I was thinking because this could be about that. What I'm looking at here is your spirit guides are trying to tell you that the more time you spend dwelling on somebody who may or may not return, you're missing out on the potential for other opportunities to happen or develop in your life. So justice is asking, Spirit is also saying you need to really change your perspective. You need to put your life back into balance and, you know, move past this so that you can open up and be ready for new opportunities that are waiting to happen or develop.
Right. It's letting go of the past and or, you know, where you have already seen the past has sort of had a situation that said it's over. That's justice, and maybe to some degree the Lovers, you know, there too. Yeah,
you know, I had forgotten about that relationship, but now I know why I said that. And I feel that that's probably it. Okay.
So in the Lenormand, you have the moon, and then you have the rider.
Spirit is saying,
Move.
move away from this romantic interest, so that you can free yourself up either for something new to happen or develop in the romantic department, or so that you can make other choices in your life right now, other opportunities that you might be ignoring because you're focused on this. And so I feel like the writer is also saying here, Spirit is saying, because the moon is about success. So this moving away and releasing this will open the door for more success to happen in your life.
I agree, and that's what we have.
That's what we have for you. Good luck with that.
Good luck, Buddy Blue. And Divine is next.
Divine, you are up. We'll give Divine a few minutes. Didn't Divine say they were in a meeting before?
Yeah, we can give them a minute or two.
So we'll see if they show up or not. Free Now finally started. Okay.
You're welcome, Buddy Blue.
Oh, there you are. You're welcome, buddy. Divine Universe. So we have elections next week in the U.S.
And we're going to probably do something about that.
We're going to do a
Vote.
reading before the election just to see where things are headed. We're going to be looking at other things beyond, besides the election itself, like, for example, issues surrounding the elections. Will there be violence that day? Is this going to be contested? Is there going to be a lot of issues? So we're going to try to do a not just which party wins or which party's best. We'll have some of that, but we're going to be looking truly at a couple of the other issues around election day, since there's a lot of people who are very, very nervous for a variety of different reasons about this election.
And I guess we could go ahead with Manuel Phoebe and work.
Yeah, and that was your surname, you said, right?
Right.
Well, Manuel, you are up.
Okay. And then we'll take Divine if they show up after that.
And Libra after. Just to keep
No,
things...
we did Libra.
Oh.
It's Violet.
We did not do Libra.
Oh, that's right. Libra didn't show up. Yes. Yeah. Okay. So if Libra shows up, we'll do them. Sorry.
Oh, no. That was really terrible. Just a lot of stuff going on beyond that. People at the polling places. I don't know. I don't know what to expect anymore, Just have to see. I also heard that there were people planning on bottlenecking voting lines, like deliberately going en masse to vote late to try to slow down the process.
Okay, and so naturally, Divine came back and Manuel posted a question.
Well, we're going to do Manuel first. Let's do Manuel first, and Divine, you will be next.
Get your question ready, Divine.
We had already called you, Divine. We were waiting.
All right, so it's your deck for Manuel.
Yes. Can I pass the board exam this November? All right. Let's use this one again.
No, that's okay. We got time to do you, of course.
Yeah, Divine, we can fit you in. Plenty of time. You will be next.
But you know how that goes.
What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean by that? Here you go.
Oh. Yeah, that doesn't sound good, Kara.
Oh, no. Oh, my gosh. I cannot tell you the weird stories I heard in the news today. And not just local. They were, I was watching, I forget the show, Inside Edition or something. And they just had some very bizarre stories to me. And it really shows what's going on today. People cheating at games now and lying and cheating. I mean, some of that has always gone on, but some of it is just getting to the point of being ridiculous now. I can't believe what I'm seeing. Crazy stuff. But I guess since, big people and corporations and other places can cheat, other people feel they can too now. It's crazy. Two of Swords is upright.
Manuel,
Wait a minute,
Phoebe?
are we going to do a yes, no on this? Let's look at this first. Let's do this.
We didn't talk about it.
Two of Swords is upright. The Six of Pentacles is upright. This is very interesting. The High Priestess is reversed. Well...
Okay, so you want to know if you would pass the board exam in November. I think you said November.
Right, so did you take the board exam or is it coming? Because this is beginning of November.
I see.
Can I pass the board exam this November?
Okay, well, we're assuming you're going to be taking it.
Well, it's really interesting here. There's the Two of Swords, which is kind of like a stalemate. It's kind of like they're unmoving. They're not making a move. I don't know what there's much to think about here, and hopefully you are doing your due diligence to the process, or you have, you've been studying, you've been putting in the time, and maybe that's what this is about, because that's really about standing still,
There's a sense of preparedness.
The Six of Pentacles is upright, and the Six of Pentacles is kind of a card of give and take. And in an instance with a question like yours, I have to say that clearly what you're putting into it, you're going to directly get back out of it. So I know that doesn't sound like it's very specific, but I will say it's upright. And what that usually means is that there's a positive flow going here. That if you've done the right work, you're going to get the results you expect.
It seems like things are on your side between those first two cards. The idea that you are in a position of preparedness. You don't really have a strong feeling that you're going to be massively successful, but you don't feel you're going to be massively unsuccessful. And so the Six of Presents there does sort of present the idea you're going to sail through this. But then we arrive at the High Priestess reversed. And maybe this talks more about your own level of how you're able to look into yourself and analyze this in an internal level, that maybe you're not feeling quite as confident on the internal that you almost feel there.
Something is bothering you inside. You're not sure how you feel about this. Whether you have what it takes or not, or if you've done enough or not. There's a lot of uncertainty, and you're not trusting your inner voice. Your inner voice might be there telling you it's all right. It's all going to be all right. The less you stress and the more you just keep studying, the better, and it'll be all right. But you can't hear it right now because you are concerned. You're not really certain yet of, that you've done enough, or maybe you're still working at it. So I want to do the Lenormand, and we might want to do a yes/no on this one.
Right, I agree with this very much so, and I feel there's a lot of binary between this two here and then the two of the High Priestess. So the idea really is you are pretty settled with being able to do this. It just may be that you lack one bit of confidence in this area, or that there's maybe some area that you feel you're not as conversant with, so that's what's bothering you, I think.
This is really bizarre. This this is kind of a bizarre combination. In a different reading, it could be quite aggressive. That's the whip right there. And then we have La Machete, which is the scythe in this version of the Lenormand. And the two together often means kind of a violent, thing going on here, like if you were arguing with people, etc. What I think it's really saying in this case is, you know what? You're really going to have to crack the whip in order to cut things down to size. In order to cut things down to size, to make sure that you are prepared, you're going to have to pound the books more and do more study, into the late hours, etc., whatever you can do. I don't know what boards these are. Are these medical boards? Is this a law license? Pharmaceutical? But whatever the case may be, you're going to have to cut out maybe things that are interfering with you putting the pedal to the metal and working harder on this.
Yes, I don't know what the curriculum is, what the board exam is for, but I get the feeling that she's right. And I'll say further, perhaps, that maybe the machete, the scythe, indicates that there's sort of a grading system in place or an overall view from this school, this university, that they only want to graduate so many people, or they want to pass so many people, i.e. they want to literally take that absolute top level. And so I'm wondering if that's what it's saying, is like what Banshee's saying is true. You have to be the absolute best you can be.
Do you want to grab one of your decks to do a yes-no? Let's leave these cards up here. We're going to do a quick yes-no reading for you and just ask if you can pass the boards this November. And let's see what we get. I think, like I said, if you've really been doing it, but you're not that confident with the High Priestess there, so, I would keep at it. For sure. It's not saying you're not going to pass it.
Right. A lot of this feels like you really have a lot of it nailed down. There's just some of that internal feeling. But what I'm suggesting is that maybe there is a really snappy grading system in place there that makes you feel that pressure.
I had another thought as he counts the cards. I'm going to say about that scythe and the whip. Had a thought. You know what I think here? You need to cut out, if you feel there are certain areas you're going to just kind of pass without a problem. There are certain questions you can handle. This is saying don't keep going back over that terrain. Cut those to the side and really crack the whip on the areas where you feel you might be struggling. Put in the extra time, put in the extra effort there. All right, it's leaning towards no, but it's interesting.
It says it's leaning towards no. That does not mean that it absolutely is no, but you got one ace, which sort of makes it lean that way. But your other two cards are kind of interesting.
Really good.
Because you have the Nine of Pentacles, and then you have Strength.
Oh my goodness. Well, I think you have, you shouldn't sell yourself out here. And even if this is leaning towards no, oftentimes attitude is half the battle here. And if you really feel like you're not ready, that could taint your results. But here, this looks as though you have the ability to do this. Just focus on the things that, those subtle, those areas again that I feel you need to put your effort in. The ones that you are really struggling with. And here, it looks as though eventually there is a payoff for you. I really feel there is. But this is a time really, perhaps, you know, you need to cloister yourself more away in order to get this done, to get the results you desire.
Well, Phoebe, we always want to say that we honestly believe tarot is a snapshot in time, and we don't feel that we can absolutely say this is a 100% guarantee. It's what it looks like now.
Well, and it's not a definite no.
Right. So the thing is that we absolutely want to know what happens with this later. So if you can remember, try to come back and tell us. But I feel strongly, too, that although it may be leaning towards no, that doesn't mean it will be no. And that these qualities of strength, and part of that strength is really the human heart strength. It's not saying you have so much skill here in this curriculum that you can just beat them down. It's really about your character too, which I think Banshee alluded to. 9 of Pentacles upright, that really does talk about the long game, I think, too. The idea that it says you are going to find yourself in a comfortable, appreciable place you want to be in.
Well, the 9 of Pentacles just shows somebody who is reaping, you know, enjoying the fruits of their labor. And so that means to me that this will pay off for you. I think you just have to put your worries aside and continue on focusing on, you know, the results you want. And so, like I said, just focus on the areas where you feel the weakest. You know, the other parts will probably be fine. And don't sweat, you know, and try to also, like I said, it looks like you really have to focus on this to make it happen. I always look at a yes, no. If it doesn't come out definite yes, if it doesn't come out definite no, that there's an awful lot of wiggle room here.
There you go.
And so this is saying, well, it's leaning towards no because how are you feeling about it? If you have doubts, the cards can pick that up very easily too. That's what I feel.
And we felt that strongly with that High Priestess, but some of the other ones too did say that.
Well, really mostly that. I think the others are just saying focus on the work right now. It's very important for you to crack the whip on yourself and keep yourself intensely focused on it, and you'll get through this. I think you will.
And that's what we had.
Good luck with that.
All right, so Libra has written their question.
All right. Well,
Thanks,
Libra's
Libra.
here.
Yes.
Okay.
So we got that, and that's going to be my deck again?
Wait a
or
minute,
your
it's
deck?
Divine You, though, and then
Oh, wait, it's
Libra.
Divine You,
Divine
yes.
came back before Libra, so
You're
that's
right.
how
I'm sorry,
gonna do
Libra.
it.
I got to do Divine first. You're welcome, Manuel. But we have your question now.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Libra.
Violet. I screwed up. I'm sorry. Don't worry, Divine. We have your question, too. We're going to do Divine and then Libra.
Yep. So will you get your place in offshore? Thoughts of my brothers.
How do you want to do that? Here's your other one.
Well, I don't know. That's kind of a mix of questions there.
Yes.
Let me think. I think we should do the first one as a yes/no.
Okay.
So I'll do it.
Right, and then we'll do about the brothers.
Yes.
And you're welcome, Manuel. And it looks like you subscribed, so thank you if you did.
Thanks. We have so much fun here. Now, Sundays are very
Busy.
So if you do get in on a Sunday, which we're 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, come early. And our Saturday show happy hour is just a single card positive message from Spirit. We don't do questions, but we give people a positive message from Spirit for the week ahead. Because everybody needs some good news once in a while. Okay, so it's like, what will the outcome of my India trip? Will I get my property? So let's see. And then we'll do the brothers one, but we'll do this as a yes, no, and see what comes out. 12th card, I think. So we have the Ace of Wands. We have the Ace of Swords.
And the Ace of Cups.
And the Ace of Cups, and they're all upright.
So the answer is yes.
You will get your property. You will get your place, you know. It will be sorted out. And there's not much to say other than that. So that's why I should do the Lenormand on this one and see what that says. Yeah, it just looks very positive, Divine. Now that's a definite yes. So let's see what the Lenormand can add to it. There might be some bumps, but gee, the way that came out, it doesn't look like it really.
It's been going on that long? Wow.
Oh, man. That's a long time.
That's as long as we've lived here.
Yeah, that's right.
We've lived here 18 years this month.
This is so wild, Divine. You got the stork.
Oh, yeah.
And you got the book. I'm not exactly sure what this means because I wonder why the book is here, other than you're going to either find out something or some other people are going to dig up something, some information, something that really assists you in making a new beginning or a fresh start. And remember, that's the stork. The stork often talks about a change of residence.
It's true, and I think this does mean that the property situation resolves and that you probably are there. It's something you find out, I guess. Maybe there was something there all along that you just didn't notice before, or maybe you find out that actually people can change too, because I realized some of this was involving the other people that are involved there.
It looks positive.
It does.
But let's look at your brother's situation. Let's grab those now. Phew.
So how was that question?
What's in their back of their minds, or let's go back there. What are the thoughts of my brothers in the back of their minds?
Okay.
So is that, are they involved in the property in some way? Is that it?
A part of it was, I think, that they wanted to have more to do with your mom back there.
Oh, yes, 100%. Okay. Go. And we'll do Libra and Violet Lotus. Ah. Well, let's see what they're up to in all of this. I think it's going to happen.
Yeah, we don't usually get such positivity. Things are not usually that... Isn't that the truth? That's always like that. Sons ripping off their moms.
The Eight of Wands, upright.
Eight of Wands.
Another 8. The Eight of Swords, reversed.
Interesting.
And the Knight of Cups, reversed. You're wondering what's going on in their mind. Well.
Nothing good, I think.
Well. I wonder if they're trying to do everything they can to...
They don't like you being freer now, perhaps. Maybe they felt that they had you contained, or maybe that was their perception, but they don't like that now, that maybe you have more ability to move around or do things. And so I get the feeling like they feel like whatever their plans are, they probably want to try to do them as quickly as possible. The Nine of Cups looks to me like maybe they're hoping to keep anything else that might rightfully belong to you or rightfully make you happy. they're sort of opposed to having you be happy, I think.
I sense a lot of emotional immaturity here, and that they are really bitter in some ways. They don't want to really share. They're looking for ways to free them or give something up. They're looking for ways to free themselves, maybe, and they're putting a lot of energy into that, into freeing themselves from any perhaps like obligations they may feel might crop up with you, if that makes sense.
Okay, and I'm kind of looking at it from the other way, but I get that totally.
That's
yeah.
why I'm thinking, and I see here that they're acting out in some ways. They seem to be really, gosh, the words drama queen comes to mind, but it just seems as though they take, they're emotionally immature, and they're not being I'm trying to think of the word, magnanimous about this at all. It just seems like they want to free themselves from having to do anything for you in this regard. So they're positive cards, but you know what? I mean, these two are generally, but because of your question, and because this definitely seems like it would relate to your brothers here, I have to say that's what I'm seeing here. Let's do the Lenormand on this really quick.
Right. See, Banshee thinks that they want to free themselves from something, but I also think that this means they resent you having the independence you have.
That could be.
And so maybe that too, like they want to be more free like they feel you are. That's fine. You should ask for it because it's yours. Or it should be yours.
El Nino, which is a child. And I like that, batting at the piñata. And Lasigo?
El Lasigo, the whip.
El Lasigo, the whip. Well,
Oh, it's kind of like a contrast there.
No, you know what it reminds me of, though?
What?
Think about it. It's interesting because this child picture has 2 children in it. And all I'm thinking of is sibling rivalry, sibling issues here and arguments. The whip can sometimes mean, like I said in the previous reading with Manuel, that this could be violence sometimes. And when I say that, I'm just meaning like angry words, arguments, things like that. And so I feel like this is arguments between siblings. Are they arguing amongst themselves, maybe even?
I think it's probably more likely with you, but I guess you might tell me otherwise.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably with you, but I could almost see that too. Like they're not getting along very well. Wow.
That's right. Throw me under the bus, Violet.
Well, that's what we have for you right now, Divine. It's really interesting. On the one hand, it seems like you should ultimately be able to get what you've wanted. But on the other hand...
You're right. They don't like each other.
Okay. Wow. All right. I just had that feeling. And it's funny because the piñata's this fun thing. Yeah. It's almost
beating.
Well, and it's almost as if they really, I don't know. They get joy out of their arguing with each other, which is not, like I said, which is very immature.
No, I'm kidding. I'm doing the best I can for you, Violet. All right, so good luck, Divine, and let us know, of course. And so Libra's question.
Okay, what is Libra's?
What's coming towards them?
Okay, Libra. Sorry, we got to you now.
I'm just going to back up so I know what's coming towards them. Okay. So I use my Nefertaria. Thank you, Divine. I'm glad it was on the dot. Yeah, I feel that strongly too. So good luck.
Good luck
You're
with
so
that.
welcome. And it's been a long day, but we'll be back on Sunday, 2 to 4 p.m.
And Saturday.
And Saturday, too, for happy hour. Love and hugs to you, Divine.
We're not sure when we're airing our election video. Maybe Sunday night?
Yeah, I'm thinking Sunday night. We don't want it to be like right on the eve of elections here in America.
Well, and I hesitated and thought, should I just put it out on election day? I don't want anybody to be nervous at going to the polls or everything. Please vote. Vote, vote, vote. Whatever your vote is, just vote. We need the voices.
Cut.
As soon as I put it down, I'm like, wait a minute. Okay. Oh, Viddy's here. Do we want to fit Viddy in?
I'll leave it up to you. Rich Queen of Coins.
Oh, you're leaving it to me? We'll fit you in, Viddy, real quick. We'll do it for you.
Queen of Cups reversed.
After this reading.
Yeah, after this reading. And then the Page of Pentacles. So you have a lot of energies here.
So the page is reversed. The Queen is upright.
One Queen is reversed, that one.
Oh, it's the Queen of Cups reversed and the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, there's a lot of people cards here, Libra. And what was this? What's coming? Lots of people.
No, Violet, we are going to do Viddy.
Lots of people. Lots of people.
So the Queen of Pentacles could be saying that what's coming towards you is things that will allow you to really work on your own projects, work on your own things. Maybe I'm getting a hint of children for some reason. Maybe it's because of the page there. Also, the Queen of Cups reversed, emotional. I wonder if maybe, this is going to be a time where maybe there will be some situations with a kid, maybe something emotionally unhappy. I'm wondering if they're having problems with school or education, or they're making choices somehow connected to that are not pleasing to you.
Oh, this is a tough one with all these court cards. I feel that you are going to be trying to, you're going to be taking care of people, I feel, in this month ahead. That's what's coming towards you. Maybe financially, but maybe more on a care level. The Queen of Pentacles is very, very nurturing. The only problem I see here, though, Libra, is that, in the process of taking care of others, don't drain yourself dry, Don't get yourself feeling spent or emotionally wrought. In other words, maybe some people will be coming along with some different dramas or needs, etc. Only do what you can. I mean, you do not have to carry that weight, that emotional burden of what they are going through. Try to put up make sure you have some barriers up for that. The Page of Pentacles indicates to me that what's coming towards you, too, is a little bit of a slowdown. I just feel as though maybe the energies right now, things are going to start to slow more for you, which might be a good thing, because that is why maybe you're able to lend a hand and, maybe work with others who may have some needs right now or just need a shoulder to lean on. I'm not going to say a personal loan, but, they really need to have somebody who is willing to listen and care for them. It's possible. This is a season, it's flu season and all of that. And hey, I know you've been through a lot already, but it is possible somebody in the household might become ill and maybe you're going to be taking care of people.
It could be that. I also wondering too, based on what Banshee said, if it's like a tough love situation, somebody that you want to really be able to be, loving towards and protective for and caring for, but they also need to learn some lessons perhaps, and so you have to have parameters on exactly, how that works out with them. So once again, a kid maybe.
This card could also fall into what I was saying with the Queen of Cups here, is that with the Queen of Cups reversed, I said, don't take on too much emotional baggage. And this also with the page reversed is saying, You got to try to remain grounded. It's a possibility you could get really kind of wound up by this.
Okay, Lenormand, you have a star which is influenced by the ship. So I think what this is saying is that you will be finding success in this matter. You will find hope, something that makes it look better, but it will take a little while to get there. Like maybe you'll have a startup and you'll have to change course or something like that to get finally going to where you feel that is. And so it could involve bringing in other resources if you're handling a situation with a kid, or even medically where you might have to, do things that will bring you closer to that.
I sense this could be talking about your health right now.
Yeah,
I know you're
too.
taking, stuff for it. You finally got something that maybe will work. I feel here that maybe you are moving towards healing. Maybe you are moving towards healing. And maybe, once you're through with the situation, things are going to move in a more positive direction. So it seems as though, and this is the holidays, gosh, out of all of the holidays, I almost think Thanksgiving is the one that brings up a lot of stuff, but Christmas can too. But the thing is that it feels as though there's going to be people involved, and you're going to involve yourself in their problems and be a healer. But healer, be sure to heal thyself.
All right.
And ultimately, things will start moving in a better direction. And I do think this is a good sign for your health right now. Maybe they've got you on track finally, and you'll get through this problem.
That would be nice.
Good luck with that.
Good luck, Libra. Okay, Viddy, do you have a question? Go ahead and give us your question.
If you're still here, sorry for the confusion.
There it is.
All right. Yay. Fashion design.
I see.
Let's do 3 cards on that.
Okay,
I don't want
that's
to do a
you.
yes, no yet because you're still working on it.
That's you.
So,
right?
yeah. Okay.
Violet, I don't care who comes in. It is closed.
It is closed now. Sorry, Violet.
I will not take that back. And now, of course, the person that we're like, oh, where have you been? No. We'll talk to them. No card reading. Yeah, that sounds awesome, Viddy. I think that's really awesome. I hope you're gonna have a great career. I like fashion. Oh, that's okay.
Shuffle. The bedtime routines.
I hear that.
I do. I had some with our son, Mr. Monster Hunter. Okay, we have the 8 of Swords reversed. I do like that. The 2 of Coins is reversed. We'll talk about that one. And hey, the Queen of Cups is upright. It's looking pretty good. Overall. Everything's a little shaky in the beginning, when you get started. But the thing is that the 8 of Swords reversed here shows that, your fear, you're asking if you will be successful in your career. It shows that you will bust out of maybe a period of not feeling confident that it's going to go anywhere. Maybe just a fear that you have that you don't have what it takes. It shows that your fears are simply, you're going to realize them for what they are, because what might be causing it is a little bit of shakiness at first. once you finish a program, well, maybe you're in a situation where they're going to place you in a job. I do not know. But the thing is, when you're out of a program and now you really have to find the work and do the work, there could be some juggling and some imbalances going on, trying to juggle to make ends meet, find a job. But ultimately, I see you ending up in a really good place here.
I think you're very pleased with the final results. I realize that, of course, in your career field, it will be a growing thing. It may take a while to really get growing, but I think you will ultimately be pleased in the final results. I feel that a large part of this is really getting away from school and getting out into the field to do that. This is talking about that sort of removing yourself from a situation where you sort of had parameters on that. You probably feel like school was a formality to get the degree to do this, or to get the recognition you can do this, because you've always had this talent and this feeling of doing that. So having said that, once you get out there, that Two of Coins suggests, of course, that dealing with practical matters related to your business may be a little bit hard for you. There will be work on the balancing that, making sure that you have enough supplies to create with, or things like that, or you have anything you need that helps you manage the artistic career. So like I said, I think it's a bit of work for you, but it looks like it favors you.
It definitely favors you, and I feel here that, this is the Queen of Cups is very creative, imaginative, dreamy, has, gets inspired. Maybe you might be the type of person that gets ideas in the shower, or, when you lay down at night. Sometimes it's hard to shut the brain off, and those ideas surface. Whatever the case may be, write them down if that's the case. But I feel that, you get a lot of inspiration from within and have a creative knack for this. So ultimately, you will be in a good place. It's just going to be a little bit, liberating getting out of school. But then, dealing with the realities from there, may throw you off your game a little bit. But I think you're going to settle into it nicely. All right. Let's see.
There's that damn machete again.
I know. And this time the coffin.
Oh
with
my
it.
goodness. So, box, coffin, and the machete. Okay.
Well, I think here what this is saying is that, you're going to tidy up all the loose ends, and it's really showing that one cycle I feel here coming to an end. That liberation, you're cutting through all the red tape, all the things you have to do, get your studies done, get the grades, get certified, whatever the case may be. And, you will be liberated to move on into your field.
Yes. The things that you do need to move out of the part of your life that makes them obstacles, so maybe they are just obstacles, I'm being languagey there, will be removed so that you can really make the most of getting out of school and then putting your plans into motion.
Yeah. That's what we have for you. I'm glad we got you in tonight, Vinny.
Very good luck to you, Vinny.
Good luck with that. Violet. Okay. I just want to say, I don't want to scare you now. We'll do this and let's see what the cards say. Mr. O's deck, too. The Weatherman.
The Santa Muerte.
Yeah, Power Stand. Let's see what we see. That'll be interesting. Oh, gosh, these weather patterns. We've been so... I mean, we really need the rain. I am worried. I am worried about this trend of no rain. But I'm just so grateful we haven't had any bad storms in our area. Some parts of Michigan got some poundings this last year, and there was some tornadic activity, but we've been really lucky in our area.
I don't know that I really work weather per se, because what I always feel is my forte is being protective. And so what I always try to do is use my will, my magic, etc. to create something that protects me, not something that alters the weather or pushes it away. If it hits the thing that I'm trying to project and it bounces, to me, I sort of feel that's a natural occurrence. I didn't really move the weather pattern. So it's maybe just how I see I'm working at. But other weather workers do actually try to do that. I'm scared to do that because I don't know that I'm creating an imbalance somewhere else when I do that. All right. This was just 3 cards.
Well, whatever it is, it works. Yes, let's throw 3 cards on this one. I want to see.
Page of Swords reversed.
Okay.
9 of Wands reversed.
Ah.
But the 2 of Cups is upright.
You guys will be safe. I think that's a sign your family will be safe. But the Page of Swords is a little bit worrisome to me being reversed, Violet, because, I can't help but wonder if communications are going to be disrupted and the electrical stuff.
I think that it might be, but I don't think it's going to be a big problem. I think what I sense with the Page of Swords reversed is flamboyance. Somebody making a statement saying, aha, the weather, whatever. But it's not going to be something that's very much with a gravity to it. It's more of a show than an actual effect that's going to happen. So if the power goes off, it'll probably return rather okay without any other major damage. That's what I'm feeling.
Well, I'm feeling like trees taken down and such, but yeah. And that's what I'm wondering too with the Page of Swords reversed, that there may be some wind damage. Now, mind you, it's the page. It's like a child, right? Or a youth. So in other words, to me, that could mean that it's more minor damage, but it could be enough to knock the power off for a while. Now, what do we have there?
9 of Wands.
The 9 of Wands reversed is a little bit more worrisome for me because it talks about throwing in the towel on something or giving up on something. But I wonder what that means, in relation to the weather. If it's relating to the weather, it could mean to me that it peaks. It loses its strength rather quickly. So I don't think this is going to be as long-term. Are they really saying it's a long-term event? It doesn't look like it might be a long-term event.
It peaks because people that love you were sending their energy to help. 2 of Cups.
Oh, is that us? No. I think that's you guys. I think really it's saying that, you'll be protected. You are surrounded by love. And I think things will be okay. Let's do your Lenormand on that. Well, I hope we're right and it's not that major.
So the bouquet and the brooms. It's a 2 because 9 and 11 are 20, so it's a 2 card. So that's a good card. Goes with the 2 of Cups. Okay.
Nice try. I was wondering here if this means you're going to have some sweeping up to do. Some cleanup. Because I'm taking it kind of literally now. But also what I might want to add is the broom is like this sweeping motion, which again to me reminds me of wind, of air. So I do think, if anything, I think the worst part of it is going to be winds. I don't necessarily see a tornado here, though. You have the bouquet here, which is usually, go ahead.
A good unintended consequence somehow.
Maybe
there's something that blows away that needed to blow away.
I don't know.
Your landlord.
I don't know about that. But I would say here that I think that maybe, you will feel relieved once it's over because the damage, if there is any damage, is minor or not affecting you that much. I think, power outages are a pain in the butt, I know. But, if that's all it is and there's no serious damage to property, home, or physical bodies, it's a good thing. So that's what I'm kind of hoping here. Yeah, I'm going to leave it at that.
But definitely don't go flying around because you know what happened
Don't fly on the broom.
You know what happened to that one witch.
The witch and all the memes smashed into the building.
Well, I was thinking of the one where the house landed on him.
Oh, that witch. Yes.
The Wicked Witch of the East.
All right, then. Well, weather prediction, we'll see. You'll have to keep us posted on that one, and I know you will. Mr. O will keep you in his thoughts. I'm keeping you in my thoughts. Wish everybody a good few days ahead, and come join us for happy hour. Saturday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and get a positive message from Spirit. Everybody needs a little pick-me-up, especially with all the nervousness around the election and other things going on in the world right now. So do that. And we'll see you Sunday at our next live show, hopefully. And hey, it's been a great evening. Take care, everybody, and we'll see you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.